Welcome to Untitled Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aries for January, February 2022. So Aries, the zodiac sign we are in at the moment is Aquarius. The element is air. So you may be feeling a bit exhausted. Everything may feel like it's up in the air. Don't worry. It's just the theme. It's just what's running through it. So you're in your 11th house, which is the house of sharing. It's about being charitable. It's about groups and about the others. So let's see what's up for you this time. The energy around your reading is feeling a bit held back, Aries. Wanting to get somewhere but you're stuck. You kind of feel like, oh, somebody's pulling the strings here. Somebody's kind of not letting me go where I want to go. And the Five of Wands is a fire card, which is your element. So the fire signs, Aries, Sagittarius and Leo, do not like to feel like they're being someone standing in their way. They like to move. They're action people. They can't stand hanging around waiting or feeling like somebody's got their fate in their hands. So let's just see. It's only a minor card though, Aries, so don't worry so much. Now we're going to find out why that energy's around and how you can sort of get past it, so to speak. Where you are right now, the High Priestess. Beautiful big card, Aries. So this is talking about, this is very much a Piscean card, which is our next sign coming in the mid of Feb. This is about keeping your own counsel. So keep things to yourself, especially if you're feeling held back by somebody or a group of people. Just bypass it. Don't go complaining or whining and whinging to people. Keep it to yourself, because there's very good reason for this. Now the High Priestess is a very intuitive high card, so it's talking about secrets that will come out, all sort of things that you can't see quite yet will sort of eventuate probably after the next couple of weeks when we get into Pisces. So it's just about keeping your own counsel till then. Also for relationship sort of issues or relationship stories, it could be you've met somebody like that perfect match, but at the moment it's held back, or there's something there that you can't kind of get a handle on right now. But just trust your intuition, trust your gut, and wait. All will be revealed, Aries. I know you don't like it, but this is just the way it is. Be intuitive and just wait and keep your own counsel. Let's see what's influencing this card, and indeed the whole reading will be this card. And the Queen of Wands, so your queen, very strong, very knows what she wants and goes after it, says what she thinks to people whether they like it or not. And sometimes the Aries, especially the Aries women, can be quite feisty and they will just say whatever they're thinking about. And sometimes it's not received very well from the others, but never mind, it's a time where you're literally doing really well. So maybe you're being held back for reasons, you know, that aren't quite nice or something, but definitely this is your card. So it's about just being yourself, being creative, getting on with business. If that's not working for you, do it some other way, but just remember the key notes in this reading, because it's very important for you, Aries, to remember these things. But very much a beautiful female, strong female card there, which you are. Let's see the background situation. So that's what's been hanging around since end of December, January, and still in fact is influencing the situation you find yourself in now. Oh, the King of Wands. So the King of Wands, he resembles a guy that's very much he's another fire sign. So very similar to you in certain ways. You and him and you probably really hit it off, but then consequently too, there could be some big clashes there as well, fire and fire. So he's a person that kind of comes and goes. He might be a fly-in, fly-out worker. He might be someone you only see on occasion because of his business or where he works or that sort of thing. Very much a leader type of guy. Very much, he likes travel. He's like you. He likes to be on the move, action, everything like that. So whoever this person is, he still is in your aura at the moment, Aries. But just remember, yeah, sometimes just keep it to yourself. Don't be saying too much at the moment, even though it goes against the Queen of Wands. She will say things, but the High Priestess is saying, no, you mustn't. So there he sits. So for whatever he means to each of you individually, he is there. So just be on notice about that, Aries. Recent influences. And we have the Seven of Wands. So Wands, Wands, Wands all throughout. Seven of Wands is asking you, this often is a work card. Stand up for yourself, Aries, and you are the first people of the zodiac to sort of put your hand up and say, I'm not having this. So stand up for yourself. You're in the competition proper. You're just as good as anyone else, so prove it. And just, don't let people run roughshod over you, or don't sort of sit in the background. It's not your energy to do that anyway, but this card is definitely saying now is the time to sort of, no, that's not going to happen. Let's, and speak up. It's a good trait to have, and as much as we practice it, the better we become at it. So we don't just sit back and go, I was going to say something, but I didn't. This card says, it's high time you stood up for yourself. It's important. Okay, interesting. Lots of fire this next 4 weeks, Aries. Goodness. Let's see the lesson you'll be learning. Six of Swords. If things have been difficult recently, don't worry. With the Six of Swords, they're definitely coming to a much calmer sort of situation, especially with your mental energy. If you're mental, and especially at the moment, because we're in air and Sword the air, you might be sort of all at sea mentally, but just it's sort of saying this is going to calm down and you're going to sort of smoothly sail through the next couple of weeks. But you've got to keep that mental energy really balanced, Aries. Don't get in your head too much. If you feel like you are, go and do something active to sort of counterbalance that busy mind that could be going all over the place, which it tends to do in Aquarius or air energy. So nice smooth sailing after difficult times. Balance has been restored in your head with your mental energy business. Nice card. Okay, near future we have people showing up from the past, either contacting you on the socials or just literally crossing your path physically. Things from the past, or scenarios from the past that crop up again. For example, in relationships, there may be that cycle of that scenario. Oh, here it comes again. I've done this before. When will I ever learn? So it's all that past life sort of energy there, Aries, that comes back to sort of remind us, have you learnt that lesson yet? And if it's a relationship, there could be this coming back again. Coming up again to the surface where you go, oh my God, I've been here before. So it's all that kind of energy, but it's also the energy, it's very emotional too, so it has to do with your relationships and how you manage them. However, conversely, it can be people from the past that suddenly just appear in your social media or give you a call, something like that. And it's very important to what's going on with you at the moment. So, interesting times ahead. Let's see what's happening that you're not realising, and this is heavily connected. Of course, they're all connected to this one. This is what you're not realising. The Empress. Beautiful female energy, abundance. Things are going well for you. Maybe it's just a matter of time of waiting for a bit, getting on with other things. This is also the pregnancy card for some of you, or that fertility, very strong fertility card for the female girls, and for the guys could be your partner there. Very much a time of that very strong female energy, but abundance is the theme word with the Empress. So she actually attracts really good things to her, because she puts out good energy, she receives good energy. So that's a really nice card for you. So especially in terms of people coming back from the past as well. It's very much a mother card as well. So, you know, how's everything going with your mother? If you're a mother, it's all about sort of celebrating that, and really sort of realising that you're doing the best you can. Of course you are the mother. Let's see how others see you. A little bit spiritually exhausted here, Aries, so don't worry too much. You just need to take a step back. I always say take this to the spiritual gas petrol station and fill up, because you're on red. You need to refill your energy source here, your spiritual energy. You've been, as usual, it's another Wands card, but you've been taking on too much. So that could be the reason why you're just a bit like, oh hell, what's going on? So just remember, just rest up. And this is other people looking at you too. So whatever else is going on, just be mindful that other people, if they're saying, oh, you look tired, and all those horrible things people say, yeah, just take it as a cue, just to sort of maybe rest up a little bit and just let go of a few things that aren't so important at the moment where your energy is concerned. What you're feeling positive about? Strong female completion energy, no problems here, doing really well. Also, I will just be very careful with fertility. I know most of the younger ones now, they have everything sorted like that, but it's just there's a combination of cards that come in sometimes just to sort of put it in your mind here. Just, fertility is good, but it's also about completion. It's also about getting to where you want to go. You are doing really well, so stop doubting yourself. Even if you've missed an opportunity somewhere along the line, as you see it, it's not about that at all. It's all about the timing, Aries. So just have that patience to just wait for the right time, because you're really doing a lot, and a lot of good input from you. As usual, there's lots of energy with you people, so just know that you're doing a good job. But sometimes the universe plonks in and says, oh, well, the timing's not right, so you're going to have to wait. There you go. Okay, let's have a look at the outcome. Yeah, and then feeling a bit like, oh, I've got everything going, all's going well, but I'm still a bit discontented with things emotionally. There's still something that I can't quite get started or get happening. It seems to be stuck. Now, don't worry too much if it is a relationship or something like that. Think about where the other person is in relation to whatever's going on. And just remember, count your blessings. We've got everything we need, so when you hit these sort of moments where you just feel like, oh, well, why isn't it working for me? Why are relationships in a bit of a funny holding pattern at the moment? Don't worry, it will pass, Aries. But I think we'll pop a clarifying card on that, because that can sometimes really be off-putting, that card. Especially with relationships. We don't like to sort of be at sea with them and think, oh God, what's happened here? Why has it sort of hit the brakes? Or it's just a bit, strange at the moment. Let's see what's under the surface of that, Aries. And we have, decisions to make. So just move forward. Don't, say something. Be proactive. Don't just sit there dwelling. about whatever's happening in your relationship. The other person might be in a obviously is in a different space to you. So just, you know, move on with something else and wait for this, because this does transit quite quickly. But it's just that sort of muggy feeling sometimes where you think, oh, what's happened? Probably nothing. But maybe that other person in this relationship is just feeling a bit off as well. So give a bit of space. Make a decision just to move on with whatever you're doing really well. And you need a bit of a rest as well. So just remember all these factors, Aries, while you're looking at the big picture. Okay, let's have a look at your message for this time. Oh, you'll love it. Pure livelihood. Your work is to discover your world and then with all your heart give yourself to it. Inside each of us there is a longing to do work that helps others experience greater happiness and joy. Work that builds a better world. Consciously choose not to harm others in your work environment and endeavour to find inner joy and job satisfaction in your employment. Know that the love you put into your work will inspire personal growth. So at this time too, Aries, it could be a bit tricky with a lot of people. I myself have noticed a lot of people, you know, in the workspace and just in general in the environment are a bit sort of prickly and touchy and tired and everything. So just move through that. Don't sort of take it on board personally. It's nothing to do with you. It's just the weather at the moment, so to speak. Thanks so much for listening, Aries. Chat next time.